What's up, guys? Dane Davis here. Shout out to Boogie Bentley Dauber and the Indie Kid over at Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. VAWLS fans, head over to their YouTube channel, Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash that like button and subscribe, baby. Go Big Orange.
Prepared well. I feel like the intensity in practice has been good. The conditions out here are kind of bad, so we didn't really get to do any good-on-good scrimmage time at the end of practice. But I was definitely looking forward to that because everyone's coming with the mindset like they're going to play great ball and play hard and play their heart out for the team. So I'm excited for the game.
That's cool.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we are getting closer to Tennessee taking on Purdue at the Music City Bowl, just 2 days away. Guys, the closer we get, the better I feel about getting this thing in. And I think Tennessee has a big advantage, really two big advantages. The first, I think they want to play this football game. You heard it there from Hendon Hooker. This team is excited. They're bringing the energy. They're bringing the passion. They're ready to show their talents on game day. I don't know that Purdue has that same drive. You can see it in their eyes. You could see it when Cedric Tillman talked to the media yesterday, when Jabari Small talked to the media yesterday. These kids want to play this bowl game, and a lot of times fans are like, whatever, doesn't matter, it's just a bowl game. I tune in, I'll watch, it is what it is. These kids are fired up and ready to compete. You could see it in the eyes of Hendon Hooker when they brought up COVID and the fact that bowl games are being canceled all across the country. This is what Hendon Hooker had to say.
Bowl game.
I'm sure you guys hear about all these other bowl games getting canceled. Is that kind of in the back of your mind?
Yeah, like please don't let them cancel it. But
you can see it. These kids want to play football 2 days from now in the Music City Bowl. They want to compete. I think that's a big advantage, the want to, the drive, the desire to be there. But there's another big advantage that this football team has on Thursday afternoon. We'll take a look at it, but as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. So kindly press that thumbs up. Helps the channel, helps the analytics. Also, if you are new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you, bringing a fan's perspective, creating a community where your voice is welcome as well. If you like what we do, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We will be live tonight, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, breaking down the Music City Bowl. Also, big basketball game against Alabama tomorrow night. The Indie Kid will be going live immediately following that game. But let's go ahead and jump into it. What is the big advantage for Tennessee? Well, let's take a look. This article from SaturdayTradition.com. Purdue likely to be without three more major contributors versus Tennessee in the Music City Bowl. The article goes on to say Purdue could now be without as many as 5 players for its matchup with Tennessee in the Music City Bowl on Thursday. Wide receiver Milton Wright and cornerback Dedrick Mackey are not with the team for unspecified reasons, and offensive tackle Greg Long is doubtful as well, according to Tom Dienhart of goldandblack.com. It goes on there to say Boilermakers are already without 2 of its key players on either side of the ball. Defensive end George Karlaftis and wide receiver David Bell, both deciding to opt out of the game as they are declaring for the 2022 NFL Draft. Now that's my point. They're making my point for me. Purdue's best player on offense, best player on defense, both opting out, choosing not to play, while Tennessee seems fired up and ready to compete on Thursday afternoon in Nashville. But when you look at what Purdue likes to do, what do they like to do on offense? They like to throw the ball around. They average 340.5 yards per game slinging the rock around. They're one-dimensional. They cannot run the football. They average just 83.5 yards per game on the ground, 2.8 yards per carry. So this football team that Tennessee is facing on Thursday is one-dimensional. They're going to have to throw the ball. And again, they're going to do that without their best wide receiver in David Bell. Now we're also hearing that Milton Wright also will not be a part of this team. Now, that is your top 2 wide receivers. David Bell accounted for 93 catches, almost 1,300 yards, and 6 touchdowns, while Milton Wright, who is also now not participating, 57 catches, 732 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's your top 2 receivers for the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, something that's not mentioned here in this article, if you go back a few months ago in the middle of the season, I saw an article talking about Purdue's wide receiver depth being tested because Mershawn Rice and Abdur-Rahman Yassin both out for the year. So that's now Purdue down 4 wide receivers heading into this bowl game. From what I have gathered, it sounds like Abdur-Rahman Yassin, while he only had a few catches on the year, again, he's out for the year. He was their number 3 wide receiver. So Purdue, a team that likes to throw it around, a team that is one-dimensional, is now without 4 of their wide receivers. Will they be able to move the ball against Tennessee? The article goes on here to say losing those 3 players would be a significant blow for Jeff Brom's team, especially with Bell and Karlaftis already out. Wright has 737 yards with 7 touchdowns on the year. Mackey has 29 solo tackles, a forced fumble, and 3 interceptions this season. Long transferred to the Boilermakers from UTEP following the 2020 season. It will be interesting to see how the Boilermakers fare with all these players out. And again, just to recap there, Tennessee takes on Purdue Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. So how will this play out for Tennessee? We know that Alontae Taylor at corner is out. So what will they do there? It sounds like they're going to give Kamal Haddon the start. We'll see if Turnage gets any play there at defensive back. Also, you flip over to the offensive side of the ball. Sounds like Cade Mays. I just don't see it. When the team arrived Christmas night, they practiced the next day. Cade Mays was on the exercise bike. I just don't see how this late in the game, not participating in practice, that Cade Mays will be able to give it a go. But I still like this matchup. I like the way this thing sets up for Tennessee. I liked it before the news of the opt-outs, before the news of the missing players not showing up in Nashville for Jeff Brom. I like the matchup for Tennessee. Had the potential to be a shootout, but I like Tennessee. I like Tim Banks, able to dial something up, able to stop a one-dimensional offense. You can't go out there and just sling it around and not run the football. You can't do that. Not against an SEC team. It's not going to work. I like this matchup. I like Tennessee to start fast. Jeff Brom and this Purdue Boilermaker football team, they've not faced anybody up-tempo all year long. And you can talk about, the extra practice going into the bowl game and trying to get ready. You cannot simulate this Josh Heupel speed up-tempo offense. You cannot simulate it. You can't. So I fully expect Tennessee to come out, start fast, get on the board early, like they've done all year long. I was listening to the VAWLS podcast today. They have led in every single game this season. That is an impressive stat. Very impressive. So I expect nothing else in this game against Purdue. I think they start fast. Can Tim Banks and this defense stop the passing attack? Can they stop it? I feel pretty dang confident based on the receivers that are out for Purdue. Guys, I talked yesterday about the bowl games being canceled all across the season. The closer we get to this thing, the closer we creep up on kickoff, the better I feel. I think I did see that Purdue is 97% vaccinated. I think Tennessee is above 90%. And what that means is they don't test kids that are vaccinated unless they show symptoms. So you got a small percentage of guys there that are having to test. I think it's every 48 hours, something along those lines. But the closer we get to this thing, the better I feel that we kick it off and we get a game on Thursday afternoon. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Purdue wants any of this? Do you think? I don't see the passion in their eyes that I see in the players at Tennessee. I don't see that same passion. I think that is a huge advantage for Tennessee, but also you're talking about 4 wide receivers missing for Purdue. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your predictions. Don't forget to join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store YouTube.com/TalkinVols. It's too late to get yourself a Christmas present, but you can spend that Christmas cash. Pick up your official merchandise. The link to that is in the description below. I'll also drop it in the comments. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Hope to see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time for Talkin' Vols Live, but that's going to wrap it up for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.